One of the common ways to work on the press to handstand is by elevating the feet so that you can make it an easier lever to shift the weight into the hands, float the feet, and then bring the legs around and up into the handstand. This works great because it doesn't take as much strength since your legs are already elevated. But if you're flexible, and even if you're not flexible, if you're elevating the feet quite a bit, there's a way that you can do this exercise so that you can practice the coordination to a degree, but it's not going to build the specific strength needed in the shoulders and the specific positioning that you're going to need to actually translate that press to lower feet and eventually to the floor. And I think the easiest thing is for me to just step up on these chairs behind me and show you what I mean. So, when we press to handstand off the floor, the shoulders need to go forward. But if I have this tall chair with my feet up, I can keep my shoulders above my wrist and just float the feet without ever moving my shoulders to the front. So if I'm working on my press to handstand and I know that my ultimate goal is to work from the floor, but when I do my drills with the elevated feet, I'm more concerned about floating my legs, bringing them up into the handstand, than I am about understanding how the mechanics of the press from the floor works. I'm going to unintentionally miss out on the adaptation and the training effect that we're going to need to bring the feet lower over time and eventually work from the floor. Especially if you're very flexible, even working with the feet on something as low as blocks like this, for maybe like a yogi or someone with a dance background, they're gonna be able to tiptoe up really high, bring the hips all the way over by arching the back, and float up without leaning the shoulders forward. And so I can show you from the floor, and I'm not super flexible. I'm flexible enough, but I'm not super flexible. So you'll see that my shoulders have to go forward quite a bit in order for my feet to float. So if I want to train the press to handstand, I need to develop the ability to lean forward, keep pressure in the hands, and maintain my chest in so that I can use my shoulders to dictate that motion and control things effectively. So exercises on the floor where we practice leaning with the chest in, feeling strong pressure in the fingers and resisting are gonna be really, really great for press to handstand. And I think doing those in reverse, actually starting from the floor and then building up over time to taller and taller blocks where we lean, is a really good way to eventually feel that holy shit moment where you lean forward just enough, your shoulders take enough weight, we counterbalance, and then the feet either get light or start to get that float sensation for the first time. And then combining that, working from the bottom up with just the lean, and then working from the top down, learning to translate the shoulders forward just enough where you can feel the movement, perform the movement, and also get the legs up enough to actually feel like you're working, because I know that's part of it. Also is to feel like you're making progress. So if you're just like dying off the blocks because you're leaning forward, that's no fun. But try integrating these two elements, working the lean from the bottom up, working the press from the top down. And if the handstand hold is really impossible for you, do a whole lot more handstand work so that you can actually manage the balance once the feet finally do start to float.